So here's how I think rap music has changed in like the past 10 years, which I'm sure people are amped to hear my opinion on. White guy talking about rap. Here we go. So I feel like the message used to be the meal and the sound used to be the seasoning. And now it feels like the sound, the rapper's voice, the flow, the beat, the melody, the delivery, that's the meal and the message is optional. It's like almost like everything except what's being said is what matters. And, I think streaming obviously changed the stakes. Like we went from ownership where it was exciting to like buy an album. I remember buying the Blueprint 3 and Kid Cudi's debut album the same day in Target. And you listen to the whole album because that is how we consumed music. And then with streaming, it went to blips, moments, moods, just songs, quick skips, adding this to the playlist, not adding this. And so it just became about instant retention, and not long-term resonance. And I just feel like we went from being raised on lyrical excellence, pen first lineage, all the top rappers used to always just it was what they were saying. They all had quotables and lyrics that were tattooed on people's bodies and it was all about what was being said. They all sounded good too. The songs sounded good, but it was very much like a pen first lineage that I feel like I grew up on. And now I feel like the audience is being raised on vibe curations. Now I'll say this, I get it, because when I listen to other genres, I'll admit, I'm just listening for vibe, mood, feeling, the whole thing. But I think it's nuanced. And not to disrespect other genres, but when I'm listening to other genres, I'm not going into it expecting any sort of poetic density. I do allow the sound to outweigh the substance because that's just, I guess, how I'm conditioned to listen to those other genres. Not saying that they don't have poetic density to them and layers and all this stuff, but with rap, or at least the rap that I grew up on, we were conditioned to believe and kind of expect that language was the main instrument. And I know that the inception of rap was party shit, you know what I mean? It wasn't super deep lyrical miracle stuff, but I'm just talking about the rap that I grew up on. And now, like I said, I just feel like everything except what's being said is what matters most. And it's almost now, I just feel for the artists who have something to say, but that the delivery system has muted meaning and amplified the importance of just sound. And so now you gotta get a little creative with it and understand that you have to use melody, flow, delivery, all that as a Trojan horse to sneak in the message instead of leading message first and seasoning it with sound. That's if you want your shit to get heard. If you don't give a fuck about any of that,